Good morning, everyone. So, I did a very poor job vlogging Friday or Thursday and Friday. I did get a ton of stuff done here at the house. It's Saturday, and I'm going to try to vlog today and tomorrow. It's very wet and rainy. We got lots of rain last night, which is good because I pretty much got everything planted except a few odds and ends here and there, here and at Materville, but for the most part, everything that I truly wanted planted got planted. But I wanted to show you, so this was my first, I guess, collaboration video. I had a company called Grub Terra contact me. Not technically sponsored, but they did send me these grubs, and I haven't opened the bag yet, and I'm just gonna go give my chickens a snack. I always give my chickens either some scratch or something because they don't get to free range, so I try to give them something to scratch for. That's what their, instincts tell them to do, scratch for things. So they've pretty much scratched everything where they're at, but I'm gonna open this bag up and see if they like some grubs. This company is really cool. I will put up some information about their website and their motives, and I was looking at their website and I was really impressed with their products and then how their products are made. But these are black soldier fly larvae, and on the bag it says it produces stronger eggshells, keeps feathers healthy. The larvae is farm raised, 75% more calcium than mealworms. So let's go give my chickens a treat. I know, I was really excited. This is the first company that's contacted me about, doing a collaboration video. So my husband cut the grass yesterday and he actually just brought the clippings into them to scratch through. So he just dropped big piles, and this is what they do with the piles. They don't like piles. Chickens don't like piles, so they will flatten things out for you. Okay, girls, you want some grubs? You do, loudmouth, don't you? Winter. They like them. They were going kind of crazy over them. Now they're going to find them in this grass. Oh my gosh, there's a little bunny behind you. Don't want to scare it. Do you see it? Are you getting some tomatoes? Ooh, yum yum. Look. Now I have seen mommy jumping around here, but I haven't seen the baby. Look at it eat. Oh, sweet little bun. You sweet little thing. So that was pretty cool. So thank you, Grub Terra, for sending me these black soldier fly larvae. Larvae. So now that I have everything planted, it's time to mulch everything. Make sure the rainwater gets locked into the soil. I mulch everything with wood chips. I'm working on just mulching my entire yard. Not entire, but everything with wood chips, because last year was the first year I mulched my tomatoes with wood chips that were from a tree company. This is what they look like when they come from a tree company. I used to get mulch from a landscaping place, and even when you get the natural, sometimes it's dyed. And the dye that they use, which it makes sense, it's got weed growth inhibitor in it, so, or a growth inhibitor. And that's not what I want to do with my plants. I don't want to inhibit their growth. So last year I had a bunch of this wood chip mulch. I had a bunch of this wood chip mulch left, so I just decided to mulch Materville with it, and my plants thrived. And I believe I watered them twice the entire summer, and we had a very dry summer. So this year everything's getting this arborist, just straight from a dead tree wood chip mulch. I need to get, this is on the to-do list today, is to put all my winter sowing jugs up, and we have a crawl space right there. So let me go get a bag and just do that real quick, check that off the list, and then I'm going to get to mulching all the things I planted the past couple days, which is quite a lot. So I've got 5 bagfuls of winter sowing jugs, and I'm going to hopefully fit them all in this crawl space. You don't want to leave your winter sowing jugs out all summer. Like the winter, when they're sitting out like in a shaded place, the UV isn't as strong. But if I were to leave these jugs out all summer just sitting in the sun, the plastic would break down from all the UV radiation. Or yeah, the UV rays. And then I wouldn't be able to use them again. So some of these jugs, it'll be their 4th year of me using them next year, because I've been using some of the same jugs for 3 years now. But yeah, so let's get them stored away for next year. There goes Mama. There's Mama Bun Bun. I'm not sure where they have their actual home, but they're around here every day. I see them. And they're like the right amount of fearful of me. But they enjoy themselves, which I absolutely love. So I've laid cardboard. So the fence is kind of like bent under, and I've laid cardboard on top of it. And then I'm mulching on top of it, because there's a groundhog. Can you see him? Can you see him? Oh, dude, you need to go away. That lives underneath one of those sheds. I think I've told you guys this, but... And then the fence is curled in this way. So I'm putting cardboard on top of the fence on the inside, mulching. So that's, I just laid down all the cardboard. I need to go all the way around the outside, but the rest of it, the rest of the fence is already buried. It just needs redone again, especially this side, because this side last year I didn't really have a whole lot of mulch left in the end, and so it got really sparse. And then there's like this viney stuff that I just pulled and cleaned. I think you can kind of still see some of it, but it's a real pain in the butt. Look at these wild strawberries all over the ground. Do you see them? So yeah, there's this right here. I don't know what it is. It's very fragrant, but it had climbed all the way in, and was really just, it was really just pretty much covering this whole swath, you can see. So I need to lay down cardboard again and mulch this. But for today, I'm doing this because this will keep the groundhog out. I'm doing this, and I'd really like to tie up my tomatoes because they're already getting pretty tall, and I'm kind of impressed. I think I've only had 2 that have kind of flopped over because of the weight of all their leaves. So I'd like to get to them before they start all flopping over, because once they flop over, then the tops of them start to reach for the, you know, the sun, and then you've got like a 90-degree plant. But that's what I'm trying to accomplish today. I did bring over some more plants, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to those today. I might have to come back over tomorrow. Hoo-wee. Okay, so worn out. That took like an hour and a half. I didn't even finish the inside part, but I'll get that later. But I did get all the way around. Doesn't that look nice? But still got to do Materville. Oh my golly. But I had said that I was going to tie up tomato plants. No. My legs are screaming and I need a shower bad. So I'm headed home. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how about heart attack? So not cool. Not cool at all. Okay, so you can see it. I just came like face to face, like right up on that snake right there. I know it's just a black snake. But I just threw the tarp up over him when I saw him. Because I was just trying to like condense the dirt, like, you know, make it. Where did he come from? Please go away, sir. So I'm trying to finish planting a few tomatoes along the fence line there. And now, did he come out of the compost pile? Mushroom compost? I don't know where he came from. I wish he'd just go on his way. I don't know where he's at. I think he's underneath. I am not a fan of snakes. I don't care what kind they are. They just creep me out. I know I was trying to shoot a video a bit ago, do my tour of Materville, and the sun was so bright and hot that I had to keep an eye on this snake. I don't want him coming up on me. That my phone shut off because of the heat, so I had to stop, and then so I decided to start something different. Now I can't do this until he is. What is he doing exactly? Oh, there he is. Oh, that is the most disgusting thing I've. Look at him. He's going up on the. That is just a black snake, right? Just it looks all black. Yeah. He's a big boy though. He's quite the big boy. Hey buddy, can you just like keep on keeping on? I got stuff I gotta do. I'd really like to get it done today. Only got today to do it. I don't know if you can see him, but he's like headed towards my car. He's right there. I was able to like work around him. He climbed up on the hay or on the wood chips and then slid down and then went underneath this car. And I came out and he's headed, yeah, I think he's headed towards my car. Okay, I've got all the tomato plants planted. Now I've gotten a load of mulch. And dude is right there. Hopefully making his way to the woods. Keep on going, buddy. Keep on going. You're almost there. You're almost there. Thank you for keeping the rodent population down here. If you could possibly strangle that groundhog, that'd be great. I'm just kidding. Super shiny. It's like he's covered in diamonds. It's like diamonds crawling across the ground. Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. I know it's Sunday. That's all I know. But we just got back from visiting family in Georgia. And so I'm sitting here, and it was hot while we were away. And most of my extra tomato plants that I have left that I didn't sell or that I didn't give away are, you know, very not well off. Some of them are still, you know, like this one, the top of it looks okay, fighting for dear life, but I'm pretty sure I've planted one of everything. So what I'm doing is I'm just emptying out the containers, and then I will, some of them look like they have some disease starting, so I'm not going to compost these, but I'll toss them over the hill as a like dirt and rocks and anything we don't want. My neighbor and I, we have like in the corner over here just where we toss stuff, so that's where all these tomato plants will go. And I will save the soil because a lot of this is the Fox Farm soil, and that's good stuff, so I'm not tossing that over the hill. So I'm just taking them out of their containers. Well, this one didn't survive, 156. I'm just dumping that good stuff in, and I did get a new tub. Remember my broken red tub? I got a new gray one, so this will be coming handy as it's not falling apart. Well, it's already broken a little. What the heck happened there? My husband's always like, you're too rough with stuff. I guess he's right. I don't know. All right, y'all. So I cleaned up all of the tomatoes that were back here. I still have the ones up front that I was selling. They look like absolute trash, worse than the ones that were back here. So they're going to get also the same fate today. But I got sidetracked, and my poor micros. Oh, I have been working on these since like January, February, planting micros and trying to get some fruit, and I finally am getting some fruit, but of course, like, they fell to the wayside when it was planting time for everything else, and they sure look like trash. So I'm telling you, I'm being very ruthless. Like some of them, like the Tutti Fruttis, I'm just gonna have to start over because they just got enormous and out of hand, and now they're pretty dead. I will say, like, all of these are just trash, and I have been ruthless with the pruning. So let me take you down here to these. So these are ones I've already pruned up. You can see they're quite a bit more manageable. I have given them a really good feeding of it's a big dose of fish emulsion. I'll show you what I'm doing. Like this one here had all these branches on it, and I am just cutting them down to absolutely nothing. So like this one right here, I've got 2 plants of this one here, Mulching, and I've already clipped it off. So you see all these little right here, these are all, this can go. So these are all suckers that will potentially, hopefully, make a new plant that'll do better. So right here you can see, again, all these are like suckers. So I'm actually going to break this off right here because it's infested with, like I need clippers, but I don't have them. And me being the lazy person that I am, I'd rather just not get up and find them. So there, I have ripped it off. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm watering these, clean up all the mess that's in here. I'm going to water the heck out of these and keep these good and watered now. So these 3, I hope I have saved. So I'm going to come back once I've got them all cleaned up, and I'm going to like fill this tray here with water. And then I will also, 2 more days, give them another dose of this. I think it's supposed to rain tonight, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to save these poor looking, disgusting, look at all that. That is like just a mess. So like this one right here could potentially become a plant. This has a fruit on it, so I definitely want to get rid of it. I don't know, some of these are just goners, but like these right here, like I have saved these. I got rid of a bunch of the yucky leaves, and I've given them a good water, and hopefully they make it. Okay, it is finished. We will see who the strongest is going to be and who will survive, because some of them I trimmed back pretty much everything. So I don't have high hopes for them, but again, you know, I'm always of the believer that tomato plants want to live and they will do whatever they can to survive. So you see this, I left one stick and I can see some slight green there and slight green there and slight green there. So we'll see how these do. I'll keep you updated. And I also found a random carrot in with one of the micro dwarfs. Don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna give this to my bunny rabbit bear. Look at this, guys. From me just haphazardly shoving these in to those little holes. This is the way to go, I'm telling you. This thing has been covered in ripe tomatoes. Now I will say it's not foolproof. Something's getting up here having snacks too. But for the most part, they stay really clean and get super, super red and juicy. And are so yummy. So yeah, I love growing strawberries this way now. Love it. So I just I edited and put up my tomato tour this morning, and I wanted to update you because it's been a week since I recorded that, and exactly a week. And that day when I finished recording, I actually sprinkled around. You probably could have seen it. I think I did it before I recorded it. I sprinkled around some of my homemade fertilizing mix. It's got like eggshells, bat guana. Boy, these hollyhocks are getting destroyed by something, huh? Those are ugly leaves. But okay, squirrel. So it's rained a few times. I don't think not a ton of rain, but it has rained a few times. And as you can see, everything is looking so much better. So these are the gondwanda. And I was so worried about them because they were like almost black. See there, you can see some of the mix there, right there. But I am filthy. But they're looking so much better. So that's what they needed. They needed fertilized. I hadn't put down any mushroom compost on this bed, so case in point. And I didn't add any to the fertilizer hole, but they have like doubled in size in like a week since I recorded that. Maybe not doubled, but they've definitely, I mean, usually I tie the string pretty close to the top. And as you can see, there it is. So yeah, kind of doubled. I'm gonna need to tie a couple of these again, because like, look at this one. There's the tie there, and it's clear up here now. Jiminy Christmas. That is a giant weed, and I need to destroy it. My strawberry bed is just neglected up there. I'm just feeding the squirrels and the chipmunks the strawberries that are in that bed. And that's fine. Some years I pick them, and some years I just feed the animals. But this is a black hollyhock, and last year it didn't do anything, and I thought it was like weird that it didn't bloom at all. It was just these leaves, and it didn't get very big. I'd say it maybe got maybe this high, not very high, but now you can see it's actually shooting up, and there are blooms everywhere. I cannot wait to save seeds for this one. So this is the aftermath of all the planting that I did. There are so many containers, and I'm trying to clean them up a bit, make sure I knock all the soil out of them, and store them properly so that I can use them again next year. Are you waiting on a snack? Give you some more of your grubs. Yeah. Ooh, they're so yummy, right? So I have some sad news about my girls. If you're keeping count, I have 8 now. So I lost one of my chickens. I don't know why. I came in the morning of, it's a Friday because that was the day I was supposed to go meet Lauren. So I came in that morning and I found Blue. It looked like she kind of like dug herself a hole over there. I mean, you can kind of see the hole, and died in it. Blue was probably the prettiest of them all. I'll throw up a picture of her. She had this big bushy, we used to kind of poke fun and say she had a big old beard. But we looked at her, it didn't look like they like pecked her. I don't know what happened. She just died. But in the excitement of getting to meet Lauren, I think that was very helpful that I had something exciting to do that day, because my mind was on something else, so I wasn't terribly distraught. I mean, I was sad with my chicken, one of my very first chickens that I raised from just a wee little baby. So it's a bummer. I wish I knew what happened, but I'm down to 8 now. And they sure do love them grubs. From Grub Terra, don't ya? Oh, yes, who's a pretty girl? Who's so pretty?